We have a few technical difficulties, but nonetheless, we are making the necessary corrections to come on. Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to our virtual live class that we do every Tuesday evening. And we're so happy to be able to do this and remain connected to our audience, our membership, and those of you that have kept up with us and watched us throughout this pandemic, not affording us or allowing us to come together in our regular settings within the church. So we're happy to be here. Happy to have some more of our church members who are going to be speaking with us in just a few moments. I want to give a shout out to Deacon Ware and Linda. Deacon Ware called me last Friday to say how overjoyed he was to watch last week's virtual class, getting an opportunity to see the members of which he hadn't seen in several months. And he was so happy. He said, Pastor, if you could do more of that. And he said, you got to get us seniors on too, because we want to come on and let you know how we're doing. But anyway, that was so encouraging. But nonetheless, we're happy to be here again. And we're going to start this conversation in a few minutes. At this time, I'm going to allow lead gentleman to come on and make his introduction.
Hello, everyone. It's good to see. It's good to see everyone out there in the virtual world. I want to thank everyone for everything they did last week during the death of my sister. I appreciate the phone calls, the text messages that I got. And like Bishop said, we're happy to have our church family virtual with us again this week. And we're looking forward to a great conversation tonight.
And just to give you a little update, I'm actually supposed to be in really this particular time in high dose chemo. I didn't even think I would even be able to be here, but because some of my doctors can't seem to get together on some of these processes, I am still in limbo as to when this is going to actually start. Because once this starts, they're telling me I will be out of commission for a couple of months and probably be very ill. But I'm feeling good. Stepped on the scale today and weighed 195 pounds. So I went from 172 to
Chicken.
now 195.
Chicken
Steady
does the
gaining
body good.
weights and feeling good and eating good. So I'm enjoying this time detached from going back and forth to the clinic and doing this chemo and so forth. But anyway, I just want to give you that update. So without any further ado, as the church folks say, ado, without any further delay, let's bring on our members. I think we got Latoya and Sean, Elder Sean. We got Denise and Minister Jackson, Sean Jackson.
We have
And we got
Orlando
Orlando
and
and Eric,
Eric
Deacon Orlando and Deacon Eric. And
and
we have armor bearer uh, uh,
Wanda.
Wanda and armor bearer Ann. I call them both armor bearers because I believe they all work together to make things happen. But we're so happy to have you all with us tonight. I'm anxious to get into your business and to see what you all are doing, as well as the rest of the members. Want to see what's going on with you guys. So let's start with Ton and Sean and Toya. And y'all give us a check in. Tell us how you're doing. Tell us what you've been doing during this pandemic and how you're staying healthy. Are you working? Are you not working? Are you collecting those checks? What's going on with you guys and our London Belle?
Hi everybody. We've been trying to stay safe, of course,
Yeah.
and pretty much just working and going home. Trying to make sure that London is safe. Trying to make sure that Alexis is safe. We had a school for a while where one of us wasn't working, but God provided.
Yeah.
We're still trying to do as much as we can in the community, but COVID has kind of
Latoya,
Toya.
we want to hear from you. I see you got a different hairstyle since last I saw you.
Hi everyone. I'm doing well. The family's doing well. We just staying quarantined in the house, not doing anything, not going anywhere. Just continue to pray, and actually we've been enjoying each other, to be honest with you. It's been a blessing, able to say, praise God. But just trying to stay quarantined and enjoy each other. I think it's a time that God is telling us to be more productive in our families and, take the time out to realize who the people are that, that we live up underneath each other. So that's what we've been doing.
Well,
It's,
but tell us what it means to enjoy each other. We might need to get your take on enjoying each other. What does that look like? What is that? I thought you laughed behind that. Well, what is? You might help us all with that.
well, Bishop. um, Honestly, we play cards. We sit
Okay.
outside in the evening time. We may have a cocktail, hookah, and we actually have
I
Bible
saw that,
study.
Sean.
You actually what? She said.
We actually have Bible study.
Oh,
We
good.
have
Okay.
conversations. We do a lot of FaceTime with our friends. House party with our friends and just talk. And yeah, we hang out. We do a lot of family games. We watch a lot of movies. We started doing an ice cream night.
All right.
Yeah, ice cream social. We went and bought all these different types of ice cream, and we sat in the living room and ate every type of flavor, and it was actual real good sociable
Okay.
conversation with the family. We played a lot of games. We have had a lot of house hunt in the house, with London Bells. We done bought London a jumper for her to jump out here in this yard and keep her entertained as well. So I mean, yeah, we, just taking out the time. We, every other Friday we do date night and we date at home.
All right.
We date at home.
All right. Well,
Well, thank you guys for checking in. Let's go next to Orlando and Eric. Let's see what's been going on with you guys. How are you guys tonight?
Oh, we're good.
We're great.
Good. Yeah, we're good. It's been a good day. We went out and had some lunch, which is something we rarely do since COVID. We sat at an outdoor restaurant.
okay.
Other than that, we've just been spending time at home, falling in love again, really, kind of, because we're spending so much time together that you have to face all the different things, the ups and downs, and we realize, or at least I should speak for myself, realize that I actually love my husband as much as I thought I did.
What's not to love?
We're not getting on each other's nerves.
Well, that is
We've been doing lots of-
wonderful.
We're doing lots of home projects. We're empty nesters now.
Yeah.
So converting rooms into new rooms. And we've been going, we bought bikes. So we've been bike riding because we're not going to the gym. We're not ready for that yet. That doesn't feel safe.
I know that.
We have the fortune of being in and on the belt line. So we've been using the belt line. We get up and we walk the dog in the mornings before it gets too hot. On alternate days, we might go bike riding. As Eric said, we are empty nesters. And so we have had an opportunity to rediscover each other and what it means to be a couple outside of the parenting piece, which for the last few years had been kind of stressful. So we are enjoying every square inch of our house. Those of you who've been to our house know that, we enjoy our outdoor spaces. We've been sitting out back. We put a television out there and we go out and watch movies out back, or we sit on the front and have drinks. And we've been making sure we check in on my mother and stepmother. They came over Sunday for brunch. And so we're just making sure that in the process of taking care of one another, that we're checking in on you as well. Pastor, as you know, I check in with you at least once
You
you're
do.
doing. So
Yes.
it's important to make sure that everyone's well, not only.
But I will say, we miss you guys. We miss seeing everyone person to
Yes.
person.
Yes. Yes.
But when it's safe again, I'm sure we'll all be back.
Yes, and I have to say I miss you guys greatly, and we cannot wait until this.
No audio, Bishop.
My audio.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2. Go ahead, you.
Can you hear me, Eric? Nobody?
They're saying we've lost our audio. Can you hear me? Okay.
I don't know if you guys can hear
Okay,
us,
now
but
we
we
can hear
can't
you.
hear you.
Okay, now we can hear you guys again.
I
Well,
hear
we're go-
you, but can you hear us?
Ann and Wanda, you can't hear us, right? Ann and Wanda? All right, thumbs up. So let's move on to Ann and
Oh, yeah, they
Wanda.
can-
How's everything been going with you guys during this time?
Whoop, whoop.
You're
So we can't hear Ann. We can't hear Ann.
well, we're gonna go on to Sean and Denise.
Let's go
at
to
this
Sean and
time.
Denise. Y'all
Sean
check
and
in and see
Denise.
what's going on with.
And you have
Unmute
to unmute
your
your
microphone.
And can you unmute
Can you
your mic?
unmute your mic?
Unmute it. There you go. Now
Okay.
there you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So all that dancing that I was doing,
Yes.
I retired as of August 1st.
All
Okay?
right.
all right.
I retired
Congratulations.
from Delta. So I'm doing that. I mean, it feels so good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
No. So it feels so good to be at home. I don't have to worry about an alarm clock. I don't have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't, oh my God, I don't have to work out in that sun all day unless I choose to. And we have been, because we've been doing projects around the house. My last project is this fire pit that I'm about to build. My son and I, we redid the deck. Wanda and I did the pergola. It looks like Cancun in our backyard.
All right.
You know, we've been in the pool. We've been in a spa. We have a sauna. We have a spa. So we've been in the spa. We've been in the sauna. We have a portable sauna. We've been in the pool. So we've been doing a whole lot of stuff. As for standing
Go ahead, we can still
Go
hear
ahead, we can hear you.
you.
As for staying in the house, we've been, I'll go out and walk every now and then, but everywhere we go, we always mask up. That's a part of our uniform, so we masked up. Unfortunately, I lost my aunt week before last, and then her husband died the week after that. It was because of love, because they've been together 60 something years.
Wow.
And she's always been submissive to her husband. So it was like when she left, my cousin said he looked like he was lost. So of course, we're gonna ride down Friday to fellowship with the family, but yes, in our gloves and in our masks, because we're going to Florida. And so we're gonna do, those are the things that we're gonna do.
What?
So
Wanda,
we're gonna quarantine when we come back.
Okay, y'all gonna go.
all smiles.
Oh yeah, no
Wanda,
doubt.
what has changed with you since the
What's going on with
What's
you,
going on
Wanda?
Wanda?
Nothing's changed. Everything's pretty stable with me. I still do my same old. We've been fortunate enough to have a gym at the house, so I'm trying to work on my quarantine body, making sure that it's a body that I can be proud of. So I do a lot of working out at home, stuff like that. I'm trying to grow my hair back. That's why I have my net on. It's grown a good little bit, but I gotta get it touched up. Some days I might be red, some days I might be blonde. I'm playing with the little colors with it, but I'm waiting for it to grow longer so I can style it. So
We love your bald head, Wanda.
I love it too. I really, really miss it, but I like to have.
This is Ann's idea.
I like to have options.
I had nothing to do with that.
And
I don't know how long I'll continue to grow it, but as for now, I haven't cut it since like the 4th of July, I believe.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it's got a little baby afro going on. A little baby.
A newborn baby.
Infant baby.
Why are you covering it up tonight?
Can we see the color?
No, I don't have color in it
Oh,
today.
okay.
Oh,
I'll-
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had a busy day today doing
What?
laundry and all that other good stuff like
All
that.
right,
So.
Why did you have to look at Ann about the busy day? Did she have to co-sign your business or?
No, because I wasn't at home.
No.
I went to go get my hair done. So no.
Okay.
Which looks rather beautiful.
All
I love
right.
it.
There you go. It
I
does
love it. I
look.
love it.
Oh,
Yeah, a little.
mwah,
Oh,
sugar.
moochie, moochie, moochie.
All right, we're gonna check in with Denise and Sean right now. Denise, Sean, can you hear me, Denise? Sean?
Oh, Denise and
frozen.
Sean, they're having some. Yeah, it looked like their
They're
shot
frozen
is.
in time.
is
Okay. Okay.
oh,
So
okay.
guys, we'll move on until Denise and Sean get out of frozen time.
Frozen time.
So
So let's go back to Eric and Orlando
Yes.
with this empty nester kind of thing. How are
It's
boys
like
doing?
a static.
How are the boys doing?
They're doing well. They wanted their independence, and they made some conscious and unconscious decisions around wanting to follow their own, walk to their own beat. So I think that they're figuring some things out, and we're still supportive. We're still in their lives. We're going to visit Jawan tomorrow, and I'm sure some of you saw on Facebook, we celebrated Laray's 20th birthday with him
Yes.
last Saturday before last. So they're still a part of our lives, but I think it's a healthier situation for all of us because we had gotten at an impasse where they weren't happy and we weren't happy either.
But their independence now is allowing them to find their way. They're happy about
Absolutely.
being independent and finding their way, and you all just supporting. So that sounds like it's working for everybody in a good way.
It's working very well. I think the boys are happy. I know Laray is happy. Of course, they both miss being at home.
Can you hear us now?
We miss them. We miss them being in our home. But I think we're a healthier family now.
That's good. Sometimes people do get healthier apart.
Well,
I
I
could
think
say
that oftentimes, especially with children, Laray's 20 and Jawan turned 18 in June. And I think when you have young men and women in the world that we live in now, there are lots of things that are calling and telling them that it's better out there and that should be independent, and their friends are telling them that they shouldn't be doing this and should be able to do that. And I think if nothing else, our sincere hope is that by being out there, a lot of the things that we told them, a lot of the things that we shared with them, a lot of things in areas we tried to help them grow, they're seeing it. And even though they don't have words to say that yet, each time we see them, we feel a different energy coming from them.
Wow.
I think they actually are out there now and they see just the amount of sacrifices we made and what it took to maintain the things that they liked.
Right.
But something that was really, really touching for me, Saturday we took Laray out to dinner for his birthday. His birthday was actually on Sunday. And so we took him out to dinner on Saturday and he got his birthday gifts on Saturday. And Sunday evening, as he called and instead of hanging out with his friends, he wanted to come and hang out with us on his birthday.
Wow.
So that says that it says that things are moving in the right direction.
Yes.
And lessons that he learned, he's starting to implement.
wow,
Wow. That's
How
good.
important
Awesome.
family is.
that's awesome.
That is.
Is anyone else an empty nester? Toya, are you guys empty nesters? And Wanda? So you guys are not empty nesters. Ann and Wanda, are you guys empty nesters yet? Is that a praise break? So you guys,
because you all were I
Yes.
remember you had JJ, but you don't, it's kind of, it's just you and the two of you now. You don't keep JJ like you. Unmute.
no,
Yo,
they're there.
oh, they're
Wanda,
there.
Wanda, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are empty nesters, and that's working in your favor. Everything's
Yes,
good.
it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Is
But Sean and Toya, y'all keep London Bell, right?
they're not empty nesters yet.
Y'all not empty nesters. But Alexis,
Wait. We're not. We gonna
Aw.
keep London.
You gonna
She
keep
lives here.
she what now?
She lives here. You
Yeah,
know,
oh,
we
she-
actually live with London,
Oh.
and
Y'all live with London.
live with London. But no, we
Y'all
don't
are
actually.
renters.
It doesn't. It feels. You know, we don't. With Lexus being here, you barely see her because she's finna start her own business. Praise God. August.
Amen.
19th, she opening up her own shop. Well, sweet. And so she been busy. You know. So,
Okay.
you know, we spend time with London, but we don't really see her like that much. You know.
Oh, because she's in and out working.
It's not a computer.
So that's why y'all have such an opportunity for so much quality time because, well, your daughter's not there, but your granddaughter's there. And
Sometimes.
sometimes.
London Bell is in school though. She gets some time away from everybody, so she's in school during this time, which is a good thing because children need
Right.
that social kind of thing. So London is one of the luckier ones that's in school,
That
but they're
can-
not around a lot of. From what I was told, they're not around a lot of kids. Her
Only
school
15.
only
Only
yeah, they
15.
only took 15 kids in.
Only
The whole
15.
entire school in London was one of them.
Yeah.
So she gets to get out the house and see people her age and her size.
Because are you still working 2 jobs or just because I remember last time we talked, you were working 2 jobs.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I still have my little partner.
Toya, can you say something, Toya?
Because when Toya talks, it's
Toya
louder.
we
When
can hear
Sean
you, but
talks, you
Sean
can
talks is
barely.
muffled.
Come on. Okay. What about
Still a little muffled.
now? Okay.
Use
What
your
about now?
yeah,
There you go.
use your preacher voice.
Oh, use my preacher
There you
voice.
go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there
There
you
you
go.
go.
Yeah, I still have my part-time job. So
Oh, that's part time. Okay.
well, I call it part-time because it's in addition to what I do. I just recently became a department manager for the company that I'm working for, this gastro practice.
Oh,
So I
okay.
haven't been able to do my medical couriering business that I had on the side. So basically I had a side business where I would be a medical courier to the local medical practices.
Oh, okay. So, but you're saying you just recently got promoted.
I just
To be-
recently, within the last 3 weeks, it's been 3
Oh,
weeks.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Have a staff of
congratulations.
about 35, and I'm the youngest department head, and I'm the first
What?
Black woman to head a department at Wellstar Hospital.
Oh wow,
All
that's
right.
amazing.
Congratulations.
Now that's when you have
Good
favor
for
because then you
you.
can get a promotion during quarantine. That's favor.
That's
Because
right.
a lot of people are getting furloughed.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
A
true.
lot of people are getting furloughed during this time, so that's favor for you to be actually a head of a department and the
Yeah.
first woman. That's a
The
beautiful
first
thing.
Black
The
woman.
first
Why
black
do you have
woman.
to say "whoa, man"?
Yes.
Just woman.
You said it
Jesus.
right. It's okay.
Oh, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Whoa,
man.
man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Sean knows
Well,
what
why
I'm talking
Toya
about,
looking
and
like
Toya knows what I'm talking about.
we all know what you're talking about. I just thought I'd chime in on that anyway. But when I went to see my gastroenterologist today, they were supposed to do an ultrasound. Somehow or another, the information got all mixed up. I went all the way up to Northside to do an ultrasound to see my doctor, but I was actually scheduled for an ultrasound, and she told me they had furloughed just about everybody who does that, and they only had one person,
Absolutely.
and so they actually scheduled me all the way out to September the 14th now to do an ultrasound because they furloughed people. So I understand what LeVar is saying, that you get promotion in a time of furloughing. That's God. Praise
That's
God.
nothing but God. But I'll take care of your ultrasound. We'll get it done whenever you
Yeah.
want to do it.
Oh, so come on.
Okay.
I got
We're gonna check in now. We can actually see Denise and Sean, so we're gonna check in with them and see how everything's going with Denise and Sean. I see you, Sean, with Denise. I see you, Sean, with Denise. Sean, Denise,
Hey, Sean.
Hey,
take it off of
Sean.
mute, Sean. There you go. I can see you, but I need to hear you.
We can't hear you.
I
Can you
you're
can
on
you take
mute.
off the mute?
Take it off.
Take it off the mute. You
He's
there?
looking.
Go get Denise.
Get Denise.
Somebody said, "Go get Denise."
Denise, are
Can I
you
get
there?
in now?
Yeah, Sean, I can hear you.
There we go.
There you go. Say something else.
Is-
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
The
Can
what?
we now?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you now.
You just
Uh-huh.
in slow motion.
It's like every other word I'm saying.
I think,
At
Can
Verizon.
you hear me?
yeah, but I
We
think
can
it's
hear
the
you.
internet connection.
Got
It's-
that Verizon.
We've been doing pretty well.
You look wonderful. We can see you, but we can't.
Working way that's supposed to say, but can't wait to doing a lot of foundation and this having like mission.
Sean, we can't understand. We can't understand what you're saying.
Come over this way.
Okay. All right. So we'll do some more check-ins with Orlando.
Say, get on there. What?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So while they're getting their technical difficulties together, I see
Can you hear me?
I see you, Denise.
Hi, LeVar.
Hey, girl.
Hey,
Hey, what you got
Denise,
to
we
say?
see you.
We see you.
Hey.
We see each other. So
Ah.
Denise, you want to tell us how? There's
Oh,
Sean.
there's Sean. Okay. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
That's better.
That's better. Now we can see you. We see each other.
Yeah. With the San Francisco Bay Bridge and San Francisco Bridge in the back. Golden Gate. Isn't that the Golden Gate Bridge on that shot?
That's the Golden Gate.
Yes.
Yeah, what's dreaming?
So tell us how you guys been doing.
We've been great. Sean's been working like crazy. We've been going out. The foundation has been doing a lot during the pandemic. So we've actually fed, I want to say, over 800 families.
Wow.
Yeah, and we've been providing them with toiletries. We do hot meals. We do lunches. We go to the extended stay hotels, to help the families out there. So we've been doing pretty well. Sean been working, like I said, like crazy. And between Ralph and Yana, they keep us entertained.
I'm sure.
Right. Yeah, they keep us entertained for the most part. But we've been doing good. And we've been doing a lot of stuff around the house. Sean did 3 floors, did all 3 of the bathrooms since, we had the time to do that. We bought bikes, so we've been doing bike riding, hitting the track, just keeping busy, however we see fit. Doing date night, doing what Kasai and Toya do, have a drink here, smoke a hookah there. So we've been doing good.
Right.
Hookah.
Yeah.
Most importantly, I think the pandemic has basically taught us
Hey.
all a lot, meaning as the time that before we went into it, we didn't have the time to basically love your loved one of your wife or partner the way you should. But now that you have basically had the time and shared that space with them, it has been amazing for us.
Yes,
Wow.
God.
Good
I
for
agree,
you.
Sean. I
And
agree.
Seems like everybody have the same story in this quarantine time, that it makes us spend more time together, kind of connects us in a much more healthier and positive way, because having to work and be apart from each other, and then when you finally come home, it's about kids, it's about getting food done, getting in rest, and so now this opportunity is really bringing everybody closer together, so that there are some serious blessings coming out of this pandemic that we need to lift up and acknowledge and thank God for. Otherwise, we would not be in the place and the space that we're in.
right.
So that's a real
Yeah.
blessing. I said last week that because DeVar is not working, he's home all the time. He and I have made some wonderful discoveries about each other that has brought us closer together. And I remember before, every now and then I say, you work all the time, you're not at home, how come you working all the time? Because he would be gone 12 hours, and then all of a sudden we look up and he's here. And it was a little rough at first, we had to figure that thing out, because he was home.
Absolutely.
And it was kind of cutting in on my time, but now
You was cutting it on my time as well. Let's keep that
But
clear.
now it's like it has been just a really good opportunity for us
Yeah.
to be close to each other in the same space. We eat dinner together, we eat lunch
Yeah.
together. We have conversation, we watch TV, we watch the news, and so we spend a lot of time. And now his niece is with us, and so she's there, and life is good.
Life is good. No complaints under the sun at all.
But you definitely find your rhythm. When the pandemic first hit, we were still in the process of trying to figure out the whole thing with the kids and so forth. And so things were rough at first, but now we're able to coexist in the same space. We can be upstairs, I can be downstairs. We touch base. What are you doing for lunch? I'm putting together this. Are you interested in that? You want to go for a bike ride? So I think in the midst of the pandemic, not only do you need to find your own personal space and figure out how to operate and to exist in this new normal, but you also, if you're partnered, you have to find a way for you and your partner to get on the same page as well.
Yeah.
So it's a two-step process, because in my old prior life and the freedoms that I had, I've had to find a new freedom and a new way of existing with my husband. And so I think that's the real challenge, is figuring out your own stuff and then making that work in the context of the relationship.
Yeah.
That's good.
And you also have to create some space for yourself as well. 'Cause
Absolutely.
One of the things that I have been fortunate to do now that Janelle and Taylor inspired me, because they were out walking for months. And they said, we get up every day and do a walk. And I said, I live close by a park. And I never, ever went to that park. And I have been walking for about 3 weeks. So I get up every day, and 7 o'clock every day I'm at the park. Every single day.
That's good. That's good.
I do a 2-mile walk every day. And now I'm actually starting to, Dennis is teaching me how to get my abs back, because I think I put them in the refrigerator.
Come on, Ab. Come on through, Ab.
He's teaching me how to work out a little bit more, and hopefully they come back before the quarantine is over with. So we'll see how that goes.
I was so surprised. He actually came. I was
watching TV.
Watching TV, and he actually came and said, "Can you tell me how to do sit-ups and how to get my abs?" Because I've been telling him for years how to do it and how to tighten up your abs, and he always resisted. And so when he came to ask me, I was like, "Okay." I stopped watching TV and showed him how to do crunches and leg lifts and how to tighten up the lower and the upper stomach. And he actually got into it. I was so impressed. I'm so proud of him. And the fact that he gets up every morning at 7 o'clock and he goes walking. I mean, I've been with this man for 15 years. I ain't seen him lift nothing to do no exercise. And so now he gets up and walks. I am so impressed and so proud of him for doing that.
Isn't this an opportunity to do things differently and to maybe experiment with doing things that you maybe were hesitant to do before? You have the opportunity and space to do it now. And I think that, we get so used to our routine that when we have an opportunity to slow down, because Eric and I are calling this globally a reset, right?
Yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah.
Earth is resetting itself.
Yes.
There's less pollution now than there has been in decades. And I think everyone, if you're in a health, I think what COVID and this pandemic has done is, if you're in a somewhat healthy space and you know what to do, it makes you healthier. And if you're dysfunctional and unhealthy, it can go one of two ways, right?
Right.
If you're self-destructive and you're a negative person and you don't find the optimism in things, something like this can make you more negative, or it can make you do something different.
And I think go ahead, East, go ahead.
I heard several people speak in terms of going back to the normal. For me, I don't want to go back to what's normal, because if normal is allowing technology basically to babysit your kids, then I don't want that. If being evil and unruly to your fellow man, I don't want that normal.
Right.
Right. So I'm okay with a reset. I'm okay with starting over. And it's like in the midst of everything that we've gone through, it's like I honestly seen what love does, what love can honestly do if you put forth the effort. Because when we're going now and we're ministering to these families, just to give them a bag of toiletries, it seems like it touches their heart in such a mighty way.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
just a hot lunch, and they're so appreciative. And I see that there are so many of us just complain about the smallest thing, but yet there are families out there with nothing.
Nothing.
You know,
Absolutely.
even when it came to the governor saying that we had to shelter in. What about those that did not have a shelter to shelter in?
Right, right.
But yet we're complaining about being sheltered in. At least we had a home to be locked in.
Right.
Well,
That's right.
all right.
It's good work.
You better
Okay,
stand
I
it, Deacon.
thought
That's
Deacon
right.
preacher. All right, evangelist.
Well,
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. You better evangelize today. Okay.
well.
He didn't preach the word. Hold on. Whatever.
But you're right, because I mean, one of the blessings about this too is that the wear and tear of every day, going to work, working for someone, coming home, trying to balance out your life, I don't miss it at all. I mean, I enjoy being home, because people always say, well, I'm bored, I'm this, I'm that. I love being home. I always find something to do around the house, or going outside is a good thing now, because Dennis has 5,000 plants on our patio. So going outside sometimes is just refreshing to be out there with a glass of wine or two or three or the bottle. I even had a wine tasting. I had a wine tasting myself one night. It was a beautiful night.
I feel you.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, he found one that I like, and then reordered it and ordered the wrong one. So now I don't
Ordered
like
the
it.
wrong one.
Well, you ordered it. I
There
didn't
you
know
go.
what
That's
to
not
order, but
loving.
anyway.
That's not reset.
No, that is reset.
That's up.
You got to. We can't all be like Trump and be liars. We got to tell the truth. We got to tell the
Tell the
truth.
truth.
Also, during this pandemic, what I also find has been important, the first few months, I think we were all willy-nilly, like we didn't know what to do because this was so foreign. And what I'm finding now at month 5, almost 6, developing some kind of routine, kind of like what LeVar said about getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning and going for a walk. Like we're creatures of habit, and breaking some of those negative habits
Oh
is
yeah.
good, but creating new, healthier habits is also important. That you have to have some kind of routine or habit in order to grow.
That's right. That's right. Well,
What,
one of the things
what I'd
I'm
like to
enjoying.
encourage,
Oh, go ahead, Eric. Go ahead.
I'd like to encourage everyone that's listening, because I'm going to speak in the first person. Going into almost 6 months, I'm finding that I'm getting a little more lax in my preparedness to go out into the world where the pandemic is. And I'm finding that I have to concentrate more, whereas before, very diligent.
Oh my God.
And I
that's
just want to remind everyone that let's continue to take care of ourselves and spread the word for everyone else to take care of themselves. Because
Yes.
it stretches on. I think we get just a little lax.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I like you all say, I put my mask on, clean my hands. One of the things I'm enjoying, because during my first part of the year, March, April, and May, I had a lot of eating challenges. But baby, I'm telling you, I'm eating so now. I'm telling you, I'm
Lord,
just loving
everything.
it.
He eats everything.
I
and
made
love
me
it.
I made me
Bishop,
one old
I'm with
pot of
you.
neck bones yesterday. When I tell you I killed them neck bones, do you hear me? With some green
gotta
beans
keep
and
it
potatoes and rice. I sat and ate so much I went to sleep at the table, just nodded off while I was eating. I said, Lord have mercy.
Well, Pastor, I'm going to encourage you to do what you know that you have to do to stay healthy and not to fall into old patterns.
Yeah.
Because eating and your diet is very in your health, and it's great that you have your appetite back and you're eating these things, but it's also imperative that you're putting good things into your body and that you're developing.
Yeah, I don't see a thing wrong with a neck bone. I just don't see nothing wrong with a neck bone.
Me either, Bishop. Me either, Bishop.
I know what you said. I'm just kidding.
He knows
But
what you're
here,
saying,
but the
Orlando.
issue is,
Yeah, he's trying to act like he doesn't hear me, LeVar.
but the issue is I could not eat. So, but tomorrow I'm actually going to see, what is that, Taylor? a descendant of Dr. Sebi for healthy eating, water, and so forth. That's going to give me some alternatives with how to deal with diseases and fight cancer and so forth. These people apparently have a really great company where they sell bottled water and so many things. But I actually have an appointment tomorrow with them to try to get back on, because Taylor did tell them before we, and it's a black-owned company. And Taylor had told them that we weren't the best eaters of, but see, I just started eating pork Sunday, because pork actually, I couldn't even keep it down. But I went to
That's because he was eating
went
so
to the
much
Busy
beef.
Bee, baby, and had me one old fried pork chop, and that thing went down so good. I said, and I had me. So but I am going to get back on the right path. But I do appreciate. I know you saying it out of love, so I'm not going. But I got to get back to
Yes, and I'm gonna pray that he gets to that healthy place, because as of right now, he's still eating what he wants to eat.
Yes, Lord.
And he gets up in the morning.
Yes,
He gets whatever. He has. Let me tell you what he makes.
Catch up, LeVar.
And the way he does, like, I go for the walk, and then I have to leave my walk to go to Starbucks every morning for him. So I have to get him a Frappuccino and cheese Danish.
Yes, Lord,
and then I have to
love
sit it out on the countertop, because he said I like mine to float up a little bit. I like it to flow up. So don't put it in the refrigerator, just let it float up. So I'm doing extra work for him as well during this time.
Child, no, child, he be drinking them just as much
I
as
try not
he get the banana and butter bread. Now he ain't, don't pretend like he eating healthy now. He
I don't
ain't
eat
eating
healthy.
that man eat more chicken than chicken can be cooked.
You eat chicken too.
I do eat chicken.
Hey, y'all, wait a little.
Honey, there's a lot of love in eating chicken, honey. When we sit across from each other and eat that chicken, that's a lot of love.
Yes,
because we really never really ate together, but we eat together every day, and I love it.
When I took that
Y'all
promotion,
started eating chicken and I stopped eating chicken.
Oh, but you guys, if you're chicken eaters, we just discovered, I know American Deli has been around for a while, but we just started eating their wings. They're pretty good.
Baby, that American Deli.
Oh, that's a plug. That's what you saying. You didn't plug in.
I didn't really eat American Deli.
Neither one of us did.
We stopped and said, well, let's try American Deli. Get some hot wings and lemon pepper.
That's right.
I
That's
went
it.
3 days straight and got a hot wing with lemon pepper. Anyway. But we got just a few more minutes because we started late. Let's talk about our spiritual walk, because some of you all are doing Bible studies. Some of you all are doing things to kind of keep your spiritual connection with God, at a high level, even though it's because you remember, I don't know if you remember, Michelle Obama said last week that she thinks that our country is suffering from a low grade of depression. And we don't even realize that we are being depressed in this pandemic because we're surrounded by so much death. I mean, when have you ever seen 150,000 people in less than 6 months die? And we're being reminded of it over and over again. Like LeVar said, we had no idea. His sister got it 1 week. The next week she was gone. And so, there is something going around that we really have to pay attention to our spiritual awareness. So
in saying that as well too, I think that because I keep hearing a lot of stories, and definitely from African American people, if you watch the news and people are just getting hit with someone getting it in their family, this thing is real.
Oh, it's real.
It's very real.
Oh God.
And I knew it was real from the beginning, but to lose my sister, my oldest sister, at the age of 50, that was living her best life. She was one of the best things that ever happened to me.
She was.
And for her to be, out and living life, and then all of a sudden, in a matter of 4 days, she was gone. I encourage people, if you're listening today, and if you're listening out there, it is real. And don't wait until it happens to someone in your family for you to realize that COVID-19 can take a family member out of here, because I am a living witness. It can, and it did.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that was such a shock. And then you see over and over again people who didn't take it serious. I think LeVar ran into one of our members, one of our younger members, who said he didn't even believe it was real. Maybe I shouldn't have said it. He might be looking, but baby, let me just say, this thing is real. I mean, it's
sure
no
is.
joke. And people are
Oh, it's
dying.
real.
We have no consistent national message. There's so much misinformation. Look at these 250,000 people in Sturgis at Bike Week, just out there with no mask, no nothing. It's just, some of this to me is actual insanity. But this thing is very real. I was telling them, they test me every Monday. Every Monday, I have to go to the clinic for them to stick that 10-inch apparatus up my nose, feel like they're going all in my brain.
Me too, Bishop. Me too, Bishop.
Yeah, I mean,
Every month for me, every month. I hate that thing.
you get that.
Don't you think that the pandemic, it's less about the pandemic and it's more a call for us to be compassionate and for us to hit that reset button? Because for me, wearing a mask doesn't cost you anything and it doesn't hurt you. And so if it's something that we're being told consistently, it's not only going to help us, but it's going to help others. Why would 250,000 motorcyclists want to go to a town and purposely not follow the protocol? There's no reason to it other than selfishness and an ungodly like demeanor.
Absolutely.
And they say you can choose to wear a mask or choose to wear a ventilator.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Why wouldn't you wear a mask?
But like Dr. Fauci and the rest of them are saying, we don't have a consistent message federally. The federal government, starting with the White House, does not give a consistent message. And I think one of the other experts says, in order for us to really fix this, we're going to have another lockdown. I mean, another serious lockdown. I mean, the lockdown doesn't feel good, but in order for us to bring these numbers down, that they're suggesting that we're going to have an absolute another lockdown, stay at home. And they say it's going to have to take 6 months to do that.
Well, to your point, we don't have a consistent message between our mayor and our governor.
You better say it.
You better preach. What you say, Orlando? Just say it. Just say it.
I believe that the White House will have a consistent message of lockdown when we get closer to
Election.
November the 3rd.
Yeah, I believe when Joe Biden get in there, we'll have a message. I don't believe this crazy man we got in there now, whose niece said he's crazy. I don't believe that we're going to get a message because he's all about re-election. He's not about the pandemic. He's not about anything else except for even this fake phony signing this executive order, which ain't gonna go nowhere because he has no power over the purse. That's the Congress. He signs this. That's all a political ploy in order for him to get it. That's all he cares about.
But I think I don't put my trust in him for a national lockdown to help us. I think the national lockdown will be to help him postpone an election. He's going to do everything he can to try.
Well, he will. I don't think he'll do that, though. I think he's just too ignorant to do that. Yes, I said it. Go out there, virtual, everywhere. I think he's too ignorant. He's an ignorant man to me.
Well, I'll second that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll triple that. I'll give that an amen.
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 Well, listen, it was really wonderful. They're giving us the countdown to close. It was really wonderful seeing you guys and having this conversation. Wanda in her red shirt and Ann with her red hair. And I said they're trying to match Sean and Denise with the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yes, for the Golden Gate.
Golden Gate and this beautiful backdrop of Sean and Toya outside with the green trees over their heads. And of course, what is that behind you all? What is your backdrop, Orlando and Eric?
I'll scan.
Oh, it's peacocks.
Oh, those are curtains of some kind.
Yeah, it's a wall tapestry.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And what room are y'all in with the wall tapestry?
What was formerly Jawan's bedroom is now our parlor.
Oh.
We spend all of our time here now.
We hang out in the parlor.
Oh, sounds interesting.
Well, listen,
you got it.
Give Ralphie and your other niece. That's your niece, right? What's her name?
Gianna.
Yeah,
Yana.
give them my love
Yana.
and give them a hug. Tell them I miss them too. Give London Bell and Alexis my love and tell them I miss them. When you see JJ, hug him. And of course, you all tell the boys that we also miss them and we look forward to coming back to church again. I suppose it's, I guess when it happens, it'll happen.
Hey,
Who is
Hey,
that?
that's Jessica.
Oh,
Hey,
Jessica.
Jessica.
Hey. Good to see
Good to see you,
you.
Jessica. And
So-
we also want to make sure that this week the church is doing. Toya has the information on what is happening with the
there's
food drive,
the food
the
giveaway.
food giveaway. Toya, you want to?
Yeah, we're doing the food giveaway on Saturday, the 15th from 9 to 12. We asking for volunteers. Friday night, we'll be at the church at 7 o'clock to start preparing the food and, bagging everything. And then 8 o'clock that morning, we'll come and set up the tables and get things lined up for everyone to come in. So from 9 to 12, we're only asking for everyone to bring, cases of water if you can. The church has provided the food. So we just want to, give back to the community. Bishop had thought about this months ago while he was in Noonan at the hospital. And, he just felt like he wanted to go ahead and do it. And we're going to take the chance. We have shields, we have masks, we have gloves. We will be scanning your foreheads. And we're going to do everything that we're supposed to do as far as making sure everybody is safe while we're serving the community.
Oh, so that's wonderful. So if you guys want to be connected to the church, this is a great opportunity during this time to come out and volunteer. This Saturday, you need to be here at 8 o'clock a.m. in the morning. And if you want to come out Friday at 7 p.m. to help bag the things, you're welcome to come. And then that'll give you some connection with your church family. But they will be following the CDC rules, social distancing. So make sure you're wearing your mask, as we do not want anyone saying they got COVID from Tabernacle Baptist Church. Okay.
And also,
Can I also say that Bishop mentioned about the spiritual walk? I just want to mention that my wife and I, we do a Bible study every Wednesday. So I'm encouraging people that if you're not in a Bible study group, to maybe try to find a Bible study group. This is the best time to get closer and closer to God. And also make sure that if you can, I know we spend money on going out to dinner or getting a drink or doing other things, but if possible, please, those that are watching, continue to send in your love offering and do your tithes. Do your tithe is so important. I can't explain to you how important it is, and God will truly reward you.
Yes, he will.
well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. It's always better when somebody else say it because they think when the pastor say it, he
Well, that
begging
is
for
the
money.
truth.
But
It
that
is
is
the
the
truth.
truth.
It is
So
the truth.
thank
I
you.
don't care.
Bye, everybody.
I didn't work for 2.5 months, but I still sent in my tithes and offering and my bishop's love offering
That's
as
right.
well.
You did.
And God has honestly blessed us in a mighty way.
In a mighty way.
Well,
Hallelujah.
keep getting the blessings. Amen. So we thank you guys for a beautiful conversation tonight. We look forward to seeing you guys next Tuesday. Same time, same place. God bless you all and good night.
And don't forget
Good night.
Wednesday.
Love you
Wednesday
guys.
prayer. We have
Love
Wednesday
y'all.
prayer. So if you have a prayer request, you can submit that to
At
admin at tbcatlanta.net for corporate prayer. Again, thank you all. We love you and God bless you.
good night.
God
y'all.
bless.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, all. Good seeing you all.
We love y'all.
Love you.
Y'all.
Bye.
Condolences to Mike Pence for the ass whooping about to take.
Uh-oh, who about to get an ass whooping?